Well, hey there, my friends. Welcome to my channel, Ink and Whimsy. I'm Laura Daniels, and I'm so excited we get to spend some time together today. Are you ready for some reindeer fun? We're going to use the Reindeer Memories scrapbooking kit to create a double page layout. This will be part A. In a couple days, you'll see part B and the big reveal. And I'm telling the stories from Christmas, December 2023. So if you're excited to see how it all comes together and some fun little techniques I'm going to use, then go grab your favorite cup of coffee or eggnog. You know the drill, and we'll get started. Alrighty, so these are the stamp sets we're going to be using. So I'm going to set those aside. Here are some of the fun photos that we are going to be using. I'm excited about. We might mount a few of them. The first thing we are going to do is stick down with glue dots our piece of paper so it stays in the middle there. You know how I am. Things can get all turned around. All right, now I have already pre-torn several of these. So I'm excited to pull it all together and show you, excuse me, what it looks like. This is one of my favorite from the DSP pack. All right, so let's put this down. We're going to run this across the top. I'm going to put it right up here. And since I already have the white piece of paper stuck down, and you see it's not quite even, but I don't worry about that stuff. Ain't nobody got time for that. This was my other favorite. I just love this beautiful color here with the reindeer. I think that this is not pool party, but of course I can't think of it, but we're just gonna roll on. And wouldn't you know it, my two favorite pieces of paper are back to back. So if I use one, I have to give up the other. Kind of sad. All right, I'm going to put this right here. All right, so I tore this edge already. You can see it has that little bit of red showing underneath, so that's kind of cool. And then we're going to take this piece right here. I want this on the bottom, but I want this piece up here to be right underneath it. We're going to put this down. You're thinking, oh my gosh, you got plaid, you got bells, you got reindeer. I don't know about this. But hold on. We're going to see what happens. Okay? Work with me. Every single one of these, I'm not quite in the middle. All right, let's go right here. There we go. Ooh, right here. And there we go. Pull it down. I think it's straight. Okay. All right. Now we're going to put this on the very bottom. This is going to go right up against the edge. Okay. There we go. Here we go. No, here we go. No, I mean it. This is where we go. And then I took a piece, you're probably wondering why I did this. Took a piece of white, and I'm on the white, but I wanted, you know, a little bit of a snowy background. So this is going right here, and I'm sticking this underneath it to really get, and I want the dark, the look of snow, grass, hills, mountains. Here we go. See? Now I know. You're like, okay, I guess that was a pretty good idea. Now, y'all know things just never go as easy as they should when I am at the helm. Okay. Let's see. I was moving along smartly. There we go. Okay. Now, here's how I want to do the photo, excuse me. I want to do a flip flap up here, and it's going to go like this right here. I told the kids to make funny faces. They're just hilarious. So that's going to go there. And then I want to put, this came in the ephemera pack. I want to put this about, actually I want it down more. And then I cut out these trees from some of the DSP. So I have several. Of course, I want to, you know, have my 3, which you can't see the 3rd, can you? You just have no idea what's happening in my life. I'm going to put this right here. And then I cut out this reindeer, and you notice it has the light green background when you fussy cut it out. So whatever you're going to put it on top of, like if I set it on top of the green, the white, the green is very evident. But if I put it on top of the green tree, it's not as evident, is it? So it's kind of a neat way to think about it when you are going to cut out and you see the edges around it being a different color other than white. All right, so then I have these 3 photos. This is my daughter Lauren. I want to put this over on this side. I'll move this around. This is me with Lauren's dog Ava. And then here is my granddaughter. So I'm thinking these 3 right here. But as I'm looking at this, I wanted the pictures to pop a little bit. I did not want to mount all of them. So what I was thinking was to mount this middle photo. Let's do this right. Goodness. All right, here we go. I'll put this one in the middle. See how that makes it pop? I love it. And then I want to mount my bottom photo of the kids acting like knuckleheads. We're going to put this on there. Here we go. And watch how this comes together. All right. You know, it just dawned on me. I go, oh my gosh, please tell me I hit the record button. All right. Let's get this flip flap done. Okay, so remember, this is the back photo. And then I have the front photo, and it's going to flip up, right? Find the piece that peels, which is not this side. It's this side. So that means this is the front. So you stick your photo in. And then when you flip it up, the other photo needs to be upside down when you mount it, right? Because you're going to flip it up like this. And we did Jingle All the Way. I had bought these at the Dollar Tree and the stockings. So everyone had their name on the neckline of the elf with their stockings. So it was kind of cool. All right, now if you remember how I do this, because remember, this is what peels. So this is going to be folded under, right? But I want it to be balanced with this. So what I'm going to do, and see how I want a nice frame around it? See that right there? See that right there? See how I've not messed it up? Okay, you know what I need to do? I need to trim that just a little bit. I'm so glad I looked at that. And we're going to do it with scissors, which is always a scary thing, because I want to make sure that I can tuck it up under there correctly. All right, let's try this again. Here we go. And that works better. Okay, so now, do y'all remember what we do? Making sure I got this right. Oh, jeez. Okay, so we're going to put the glue, the dot roller right here. Okay, then we're going to hold this. I think that's what worked better. Like this. You get it set so that it's all even, and all you do, and you keep it even, and then you just fold this back, right? So now what's happened? It's attached. And then you put your roller tape right here, okay? And then you peel this off. There we go. All right, now we're going to set this down, and I want to make sure this goes underneath. So I got to kind of, I guess about right there. All right, and I don't want it right up to the edge. And I'm trying to make sure I'm even. Okay, there we go. Because once you stick that sucker down, it does not come up. And look at that, our neat flip flap. All right, so let's stick this down. This was in the ephemera sheet that you got. We're going to stick this right under here. Okay, come on. Come on. Y'all ever talk to yourself out loud when you're doing this? Here we go. Let's put that down there. Now, I wanted some words on here. So I had an old word sticker sheet. I don't know if I got this from Heidi Swap, Happy Planner, a sticker box. I really don't know. But I spliced several different words together so that I could put it across this because I wanted white with black print, and there weren't any on the sticker sheet, and I didn't have any, so you know, I made it. We're just going to stick this down. Watch how that just makes it pop, doesn't it? Kind of cool. Alrighty, let's make sure. There. Now I want to put these two trees down, but I'm going to impress all of you because I'm going to remember that I want to stamp first. So here's what I did. If you're ever, you know, like, oh gosh, should I, shouldn't I, what should I do here? Use the stamp on a piece of white, since I'm going to be stamping on white, and just kind of set it around. And the reason I did the red is I wanted to, you know, put some on the white, but I wasn't sure where I wanted to put it. So I know I want to put it here, and I want to put it over here. But, you know, I think some people they auditioned it. So I auditioned the stamping before I went crazy and did it ahead of time. So if we're going to stamp, and I'll show you where I got the stamp from, the first thing we need to do is to move stuff. We're going to lift this up because this is where my glue dot is. I'm going to take it off. There we go. And I'm going to stick this underneath right here. Okay. Now, I got to have an idea of where I want this to be, and then I'm going to move it and I'm going to stamp. Here's the stamp I used, and it is from the Yuletide Village, and it's the snow. Now we're doing it with red as if it's just little red bulbs floating in the air. That's where we're going with this, because the red just looked nice. So that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. All right. So let's do this. These are very juicy. Very juicy. Okay. So you do not need to press hard. And look at it. It's all covered. Now, here's my tree. I want it about right there. So I am just going to lift it up and plop it down because we don't need to have things perfect. Well, there we go. And then over here, I want it to the side of this. I almost made a mistake. We're going to move this. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of steps to this. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. I know this is going to go about right here. We're going to move this. I think this is really what takes the longest, and that's it. All right, let's get this. Make sure there's not ink anywhere else. I'm stamping with my left hand, which is kind of scary. Okay, so I'm going to help it with my right. I'm going to lay it down and lift it up. Okay, next step, close the red ink pad so nothing awful happens. And now we get to like glue stuff down. I love this part. Love seeing that all comes together. And I'm going to tell you the story on the next page, and I'm also going to share a couple of techniques with you. I think I want this about, excuse me, right there. Now, whatever goes on, whatever's in the back needs to go down first, right? So we're going to lay these down, and I want the green tree, the light green one, kind of looks Granny Apple, doesn't it? All right, here we go. About right there. And then I want our cute little deer that I fussy cut out. And I got to tell you, I tried fussy cutting one time while watching a football game, and wouldn't you know it, every single time I was busy focusing on where I was cutting, that's when there was a touchdown, that's when there was a phenomenal run. I like to lost my mind. So I no longer fussy cut while I'm watching football. I do fussy cut if I'm watching a favorite, a movie that I've seen before, or if I'm listening to a podcast. That's funny. However, it was real. It was very frustrating. I did rewind it, because if you watch on cable, through cable, you can rewind it. So I didn't totally miss it, but I stopped fussy cutting. All right, here we go. And we're going to put this about right here. Doesn't that add dimension? I love it. That looks real good. All right, so now we have this sticker, and whenever you have a sticker and you want to make sure that you can kind of move it around, it's not sticking before you're ready for it to stick, take your embossing pad and just go along the back. And it's that little bit of powder in it, excuse me, that will help it not to stick. Still has a little bit of stick, but it's not a lot of stick. All right, we're going to add this to the back. We're going to cut it off. We're going to peel it off. We are almost done. What do you think? How's it coming together? All right. In the comments, I would love to hear what one of your traditions are for around Christmas. I'm sure I'm going to think of another one. Another question to ask you. Because someone was saying, Laura, you know, I just don't know how you keep going with this. You're doing a great job. And I go, you know how or why I keep going with this is because you all take the time to leave a comment. So then I really know that you're enjoying it. You're blessed by what you're seeing. And it gives me the motivation to keep going, to film another one. All right. I think this would look good popped up. So we're going to do that real quick. I wonder if there's an easier way to do this. I was watching my friend Pamela one time. Boy, she just like whipped them out so quick. She kind of measured it with her fingers. I'm not quite sure how she did that. But she would have had all these cut already. Not so with me, but we're getting there. One of our traditions when we have the kids together is our daughter Lauren always makes the martini drink. Like a couple years ago, she made sugar cookie martinis. Yeah, sugar cookie martinis. They were yummy. You know, we only just have one drink. Don't want you to think I'm So she made that. And then last year, she made gingerbread martinis. Those were delicious. And our son Dwayne did a charcuterie board. And you will see more of those pictures on the next side. Excuse me. I still have that cough. But that is one of our traditions. Dwayne does the charcuterie board and Lauren does a Christmas type martini, which is fun. All right. Are they about even? I think they are. I think we're going to say this is good. I love how this came out. All right, let me lift it up, give you a close-up. This is part A of our Reindeer Memories 12 by 12 double page spread. This is my son Dwayne, daughter-in-law Danielle, and they have their stockings and their martinis. And then here's how it looked under the tree. This is the kids acting funny. And then here's me and here's my daughter. And then of course that's Ava in the background. But I love this little cluster right here. I love how the trees balance it out. All right, well, that's it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below one of your favorite Christmas traditions. And until we meet again for page B, God bless and have an incredible day. Bye-bye.